Hey everybody, it's Lloyd Fernandez here. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you all my subscribers. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new, welcome to my channel. In this video entitled Dealing with Buyers for Real Estate Agents, I'm gonna get into some of my experiences and what I've learned and how I go about it now after going through previous experiences with buyers to moving forward, to be able to give you guys some insight on what's the best way to deal with buyers when we're talking about real estate and moving forward. So I'm a local real estate agent in York, Pennsylvania, Lancaster, Harrisburg, Adams County, Hanover area, Central Pennsylvania. If you know anybody looking to buy or sell a home in the area, please send them my way, and I'd love to help them, give them excellent customer service, and get them where they need to be. And if you know anybody moving to the Pennsylvania state, period, you can send them the referral my way, and I would love to get them connected with another agent that has excellent customer service in the area if it's outside of my area. All right, guys, so getting right into the video, dealing with buyers as a real estate agent. Okay, so when you're new and you're starting to work with buyers, you're kind of, depending on your previous jobs or previous training, but usually if you're brand new, you kind of don't know the ropes, or you haven't dealt with anything of, when it comes to buying a home and buyers and all that. So when you're dealing with buyers, the best thing to do, and what I've learned from my experiences, is to pre-qualify them. This is the most important thing, especially with buyers. See, with a seller, they have the product, they have the home, right? So your efforts should always be geared towards sellers, right? You want as much listings as possible. That way you can have the inventory in the market, and through that you'll get more buyers, right? So I'm not saying you don't want to put any energy into buyers, you do, but you don't want to put the same amount of energy you're putting towards leads or prospecting for listings into buying. Why, you may ask? One, dealing with buyers is definitely unpredictable. Sometimes they don't know what they want or can't get what they want with what they can qualify for. On a lot of times it can be unrealistic with what's actually they're able to do. It's a lot of running around. It's very time consuming. So when you're dealing with a buyer as a real estate agent, your prospecting should go a whole lot more towards listings. But when you do have buyers, and when you're first starting, buyers is probably the best. That's going to be probably your quickest way to get see some money in real estate, right? Because gearing towards listings, I'm not saying you can't, but you got to get the listing and then you got to sell the listing. So depending on the situation, a lot of times first time agents get a buyer first before they actually sell a listing. At least that was my experience, and from what I hear, that's pretty much mostly across the board is pretty much most agents' experience when they first started. So when you're dealing with a buyer, you wanna make sure you pre-qualify them. Make sure they have a 2-year history, work history, their credit scores are where they need to be to qualify for a loan, and make sure their debt to income ratio, ask them about car payments, things like that. Ask them what they're looking for. Ask them why they want, what is their reason for buying a house, how much money they got saved up, things of that nature. Then you want to immediately find out if they're pre-approved for a loan. If they are not, your next step, my advice would be to get them pre-approved. Don't take them this is just my advice. I know I heard other people on YouTube, some other people, I heard them say, take the buyer to a home, show them the home, and then, lead them into pre-qualification. I personally don't recommend that, and I don't do that. It could be a big waste of my time. If I grab them and at a home and I show them the home and then try to gear them towards getting pre-qualified with a bank, I try to get that done before we previewing homes, because if they show me that they're not interested in getting pre-qualified before viewing homes, it kind of lets me know where they're at they could be possibly unrealistic, or they are not open for advice from my part as the professional, the real estate agent, and they just want to do things the way they want to do. And absolutely, I work for the client, but also I'm the professional. I know the step-by-step and how to go about this. If you're not going to take my advice and you're not going to listen to me step-by-step, then why would I put myself in that situation? And that's what you guys out there that are new agents need to understand. I know you want the check, I know you want the money, but if you're dealing with somebody that's not going to let you do your job, you're in for a ride. It's going to be stressful, time-consuming, and most of the time when you're dealing with buyers, you end up not getting any money at all. So you did all that for nothing. So when you're pre-qualifying these people, these are the things you want to find out. You know, ask them, hey, have you been pre-qualified? No. If they say no, okay, great. Well, let's get you connected with a loan officer. I got some loan officers here. I could give you their information. I could give you some insight on all 3 or all 4, or however many you offer, and let's get you pre-qualified. Then we'll see how much you can afford to buy, so we know what we're looking for. Now we can narrow down the search with what you want and what you're qualified for. Boom, and now we can go see houses that you can actually purchase, right? So that's the biggest step when you're dealing with buyers, because right then and there, you're going to see, are they open? Are they that serious? Because sometimes buyers just want to see homes, but they actually kind of know inside they're not ready to pull the trigger, but they know that you're the person that could get them in the home, and they just want to see homes. You don't want to be that agent. I know if you're first starting, you're like, man, I need business, I don't care. You need to care, because that's going to be a totally waste of time. Those hours that you're spending with people like that, you could be spending finding the people that are serious and want to buy for real, or listings, right? So you want to pre-qualify them with that. If they start showing signs, no, I don't want to, I don't want to get pre-qualified. I just want you to show me the home. Think about it. You don't even know if they can afford the home or purchase the home if they want to. So why would you show them that home? You're better off finding somebody that you know is pre-qualified and they can buy if they want. So I personally do not show homes unless the person is pre-qualified, or if they say they got cash, that they show me proof of funds. So I run my business, and I suggest you run yours like that. You may feel like you're missing out, because I did in the beginning. I made mistakes in the beginning. I showed homes to people that weren't pre-qualified. Boy, did I regret it. Did I end up selling a home to anybody that I showed homes to that didn't get pre-qualified? Probably once or maybe twice. Got lucky. But most of the times, no. It was just a waste of my time, and I regret it. That's why I'm trying to let you guys know that it's better for you guys to pre-qualify. If they don't want to, if they get offended by you requesting for them to get pre-qualified, then you already know that's probably not somebody you want to work with, because anything you tell them, they're going to take it in an offensive manner, and you're going to have a big struggle working with them. Okay, obviously you want to make sure that you're delivering the information and coming across very nice and cordial, so so they don't have any excuses saying, oh no, the reason why I didn't work with you or get pre-qualified because the way you came off, then that's a different story. But if you're honestly being professional, a good attitude, and saying, hey, this, I just want to educate you on how this goes like this, that way we can know. And if they're still standoffish and you did everything right, then you're probably better off moving on. Let them go waste some other agent's time that doesn't understand this, or let them, hopefully other agents will tell them the same thing, and they'll come to a realization that, yeah, I need to get pre-qualified in order to, move forward with buying a home and not waste anybody's time. So again, huge deal, pre-qualifying. They let you know how much they can afford, and then you can send them homes that they can actually afford. So it's just a no-brainer, right? And also dealing with buyers, and another portion of dealing with buyers, when you do have them pre-qualified and you're out there showing them homes, and they seem to be been very difficult. Like, every home is just right, and you show them, let's say you show them like 10 homes, and you're like, man, what is going on? Those type of buyers, I wouldn't even get to 10. Once I get to 3, 4, 5 homes, I'm letting them know, look, these are the homes that are in your price range, in the location, and what you're looking for. If none of these homes fit for what you're looking for, And what I want you to do is, as time goes on now, because obviously there's nothing on the market that fits your liking, I want you to evaluate the home, go check the home out on the outside, preview it. Let me know if you want to go see the outside, because a lot of people will say no to a home before they even step in. So to save yourself time, tell your clients, your buyer clients, to go preview the home first. That way when they come back to you, at least you know that they like the area, they like the outside. So now all we got to worry about is the inside, right? That saves you a massive amount of time. And I usually do that from the beginning, but sometimes I'll show 1 or 2, 3 homes, and if that seems to be an issue, I'll suggest that. And if it continues, let's say now we're at 5 and 10, between 5 and 10 homes, and they're previewing it, they want to go inside, and they're still, what I usually tell them is, look, and then with the market, things were selling fast currently, so I will sit them down, I'll bring them back to an office sit down, and I'll break it down to them like, look, we looked at 10 homes. This is what's going on. I know you guys are looking for a specific home, but this is what the market has. And every time there's something, there's something wrong with each house. You're not going to find a perfect home. There is no perfect home, but what are you willing to compromise, right? So then you sit them down, whether it's a husband and wife, or whether it's however, or if it's just one person, you sit them down and you make a list and you say, look, this is what you're willing to compromise. Let's find this home. Let's make a decision here and now, sitting together, that the home that we find that fits this category, we're going to move forward. Okay. If you can't get them to do that, and you can't take control of the client, so you can help guide them to the best fit home that they can actually afford to move them forward to purchasing the house, then you're probably best just either passing them to somebody else that can, giving out the referral, or you're going to be showing them a lot of home before they actually say yeah, and you're going to be wasting a lot of time and energy for one sale, and you're going to be missing out on maximizing your production. So you want to be able to sit people down when they're being unrealistic, be able to speak, cordially and understandingly, but also letting them know, I'm a professional. This is what you guys need to do. Let me help guide you. Allow me to help guide you. And when you come across like that, I found that 99% of the time, people understand that's kind of what they need and they want. And they're like, okay, you're right. Yeah, let's do that. You might have that 1% that, they're like, no, I don't. Then, you got 99%. You want to work with those. That 1% you don't want to work with, because they're going to waste your time, or you're just going to be, even if they do finally buy a home, the amount of time and energy and gas and all things you put into it, it don't add up. So you might as well, if you get around that 1%, after you sit them down and they don't allow you to guide them through and say, hey, let's make a list of compromises. Let's find this house. Let's find a couple houses that fit this compromise list. And we're going to, out of this category, we're going to pick one, and you're going to move forward. If you can't do that, like I said, it's better to just either refer them out to another agent or let them go. But I would suggest referring them out, just in case they do buy. You get at least a referral. So that's my opinion on dealing with buyers. You got to learn how to take control of the customer. I mean, you give them what they want, but they also need guidance, and they also need somebody that's going to be able to give them that little push. You don't want to be crazy, the crazy push. No, that's not what you want. But you want to be able to give a little bit of a push. That way things move along. And they expect that, guys. They really do. They're really looking for that. They need somebody, because people, when they don't know something, it's hard for them to make a decision. So they need somebody guiding them and help pushing them to a decision. You don't tell them what decision to make, You just help push them to a decision, right? All right, guys. Sometimes people don't need that. I mean, sometimes you get buyers that are ready to go. You take them out to see a couple houses, 5, 6 houses. They pick one, they're ready to go, and they don't have that issue. But you are going to run across this. So you want to make sure you're handling this well, because it's saving you time, and you're not making any money if you continually do that. And again, guys, you want to focus on listings. You want to focus on the product. But you are, you're not going to ignore buyers, of course not. But you want to handle it well. You want to have a nice system with dealing with buyers, because you don't want to waste too much time, because we all got to pay our bills and we all got to make a living. All right, guys. So that's my advice to you guys. We're working with buyers. Remember, pre-qualification is key. I suggest not going out and showing anybody a home without getting them pre-qualified first. And if they give you an issue with getting pre-qualified, that's probably somebody you don't want to work with. All right, guys. So keep watching for more content. I'll make good content on here. Advice for real estate agents. Advice for buyers and sellers looking to buy and sell a home. Advice, mindset, life advice tips. Also, I do workout tips and workout videos. All right, guys, so keep on watching. Comment at the bottom if you want me to do any video on any subject, or if you have any questions. I would love to help you out. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know if I'm doing anything right or wrong. All right, guys, I wish you luck. I wish you success, and I wish you good health. Bye-bye.